What's up guys, Josh Luck here, and in today's video I want to talk to you about how to increase sales in your Etsy store. Now, I know what you're thinking, there's a ton of videos on YouTube talking about this kind of stuff, but I wanted to be a bit different than those other videos. A lot of them talk about running ads through Facebook, Google, or even Etsy, and hopefully getting sales through those ads. The problem is, and you may have found this, that a lot of people throw money at ads without seeing results. And that's because they don't have the foundation that they need before running those ads. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. So the subject of this video is going to be conversion rate. And conversion rate is a term used in marketing to determine the health of your visitors that go on to be customers. So I'm going to have graphics either here or here. I'm not sure which side, so you can follow along as I'm talking. But essentially what conversion rate is the amount of people who visit your store and go on to buy. So let's say 100 people visit your store at any given week. If 2 of those people go on to buy, that would be a 2% conversion rate because 2 out of 100 is 2%. So let's say theoretically you're running ads and you send 100 people to your store. 2 people buy from those 100 people, that would be a 2% conversion rate. You may be losing money on ads, but if we increase your conversion rate to 5, maybe even 6%, those same 100 people that you got 2 sales from, now you're getting 5 or 6 sales from. And you can profit way more just because your foundation is there. So no more ad spend than before, you just have a stronger profile. So in this video, I'm going to talk about different ways that you can improve your listings so that when people click on them, you can actually make some sales. So I've got Etsy pulled up and I've got some examples of really strong and really weak listings. So you can see what to do as well as what not to do. Now with Etsy, after 2020, it seems like everyone's got an Etsy store and they're constantly trying to compete against each other to be the best. So the tips I show you are really going to help you stand out from the crowd and get people to click on your listings. So I've got a really popular category pulled up here, necklaces, and as you can see, there's almost 7 million results. So you may be thinking to yourself like, oh man, I'm competing against 7 million other people in just this one category, how am I supposed to stand out? So we really want to optimize your listings, and as you can see, the first thing people see, obviously, is photos. So photos are going to be what people click on to go to your listing. So arguably the most important part is your photos. So let's do a quick little exercise. I've got 8 images pulled up, or 8 listings here. Take a second to see which ones stand out to you first. And you can pause it. This is going to be like Dora the Explorer, like an interactive video. But my initial thoughts is this one and this one stand out to me first. And that's because there's good contrast between the product and the background. So the product really stands out on this white background, as opposed to this one over here. It looks like it says Adriana, same one up here. The gold necklace kind of blends into the skin tone that it's up against, and the product really doesn't stand out all that much, unlike this one where the product is on a white, clean background. So right off the bat, you really want to make sure your products have good contrast from your background. And if you have a lighter product, you may want to have a darker background. So let's say you're doing some pottery and it's white pottery. You may want to have that against a navy or black background. And you can do this at your home. Just use your bed sheet if you have like white sheets and you need a white background, or even like a shirt, like a black shirt if you need a background. If it's like zoomed in enough, you won't be able to tell. You just really want to make sure the product stands out, it's the hero of the image, and it has good contrast with the background. So now that you've got your photos optimized and people click on your product, let's jump into the actual listing. Which tab? Yeah, okay, I had it in this tab. So I've got this pulled up as a really good example of a listing. And then I've got kind of the devil's advocate where this one's not so good of a listing. If you're watching this and these just happen to be your products, I'm not dogging your products in any way. I'm just using them as an example of what to and not to do. So that'd be a crazy coincidence, but if it happens, I apologize. All right, so within the product listing, there are 5 key components. Your photos, which are arguably the most important, the title, the reviews, and the description, as well as shipping down here, which I'll get to at the end. So photos I kind of already talked about. You want to make sure you have good contrast between the product and the background and really make the product the hero. You also want to have supplemental images. You don't want to just have one image. Like this one over here, it's only one image and I don't get a good feel for the rest of the product because there's no images to supplement it. As opposed to this one where I have the hero image, just a different angle, any instructions that may come with your product, as well as some packaging. So as you can see, really clean photos that give me a good idea of what I'm expecting. And if people know what they're expecting, they're more likely to buy. So I will be more likely to buy this one than I would this one. Even though they're both great necklaces, I just feel more confident in buying this one. And that's the key. You want to instill confidence in your buyer that they are getting what they are expecting. Now let's move on to the title. Etsy is kind of weird about titles. You'll see some very long titles, and it's all in SEO, which is search engine optimization. So when people search, let's say necklaces up here in the search bar, these keywords, it says necklace 1, 2, 3, it says necklace 3 times in the title, which is why it ranked so high on my listing. It was actually the first one I saw. So you want to make sure you have keywords, and you can even give it like 6 different titles within the one title. So family necklace, personalized gift, linked circle necklace, yada yada yada. You get what I mean. So really just like nail in the titles, because on Etsy it doesn't really matter which is the craziest thing. So you just want to make sure you have really good keywords in your title and it'll pop up higher on search engines. And strangely enough, I've done personal tests with my own listing. It doesn't affect conversion rate if you have a crazy long title like this, because hardly anyone ever looks at the title. They only look at the photos and the description. So like I've got one of my listings pulled up here, this emergency binder. When I click on it, as you can see, the title is just like crazy long, but it ranks high. It's actually, out of all the emergency binders, which is really competitive, not as competitive, there's not 7 million, but there's 3,000 results. It ranks in the 3rd row. So you want to make sure you really nail down your titles and get all your keywords in there. Sorry, I can't find the tab I'm looking for. All right, the next thing is description, and I gotta speed it up. I feel like I'm taking too long. I'm just talking forever. The next thing is description. Description is your place to shine. It's where you nail it home what the user can expect or what the customer can expect. So let's go back to my Devil's Advocate post. The description, they only have one sentence basically, and that's about it. So right off the bat, I don't get a full picture of what I'm buying, and I won't be likely to buy this one. As opposed to this one, where if you expand the description, they've got details, they've got a description, they've got why you'll love it, eternity necklace with specs, they've got how to order, so instructions, chain color, different options, blah, 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 turnaround time, policies, listings that they have, and Instagram at the bottom. So as you can see, very, very powerful description, and I can get a full picture of what I'm buying. Now, a little bonus tip within this description, it's always a good idea to have other products at the bottom of your description. That way you can internally link to your shop. So if people, let's say, I'm not really feeling a necklace, maybe I want a ring, I can go down here and be like, hey, they actually sell rings, maybe I should click on that. And then I'm like, oh yeah, these are awesome rings. And I end up going to buy one. I didn't buy the necklace, but through the link in the necklace, I bought a ring. So a sale is a sale, and you kind of got a win-win situation. So always internally link to other products at the bottom of your description. Okay, now back up the top, I got 2 more things I want to talk about, the reviews and shipping. So reviews, if you're a new shop, you may not have that many reviews. I'm not going to lie and say that you don't need reviews to get sales, because the truth is you do. And that's just the unfortunate thing about starting a new shop. Like this shop has almost 1 million sales and over 100,000 reviews. Very reputable. I feel comfortable buying from them. But if you're a new shop without any reviews, a good way to solve that is to reach out to your friends or family to see if they want to buy your product and maybe leave a review in exchange. You can even give them a discount, say, hey, I'd love for you to try this product out, and leave an honest review. Now, you cannot fake reviews. That's a terrible idea. And you cannot pay people to write reviews. Those are both poor business practices, and people will see right through it. But you can get your friends to write reviews. So actually, my first review on Etsy was my wife, who bought one of my products and then wrote a genuine review. So that's a great way to build up reputability, is just to reach out to friends and family. Most of the time, they'll help you out and they'll write reviews, and the average user online is not going to know that it's like, oh, his friend wrote that, I'm not going to buy that, because no one's going to know. The important thing is numbers, and if you crank those numbers up, it's all the better for you. So friends and family is always a good resource to reach out to if you're new. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is your shipping. Shipping is, I already said photos is the most important, so I can't say shipping is the most important, but shipping is very, very important to get right. So this product, back to this one, it's cheaper. It's $20 as opposed to the other necklace, which is $30 or over $30. But this one doesn't offer free shipping. Granted, it offers cheap shipping, but it's not free. This one, on the other hand, is free shipping. And if a user is torn between two products, even if one is more expensive, they're more likely to go to it if it's got free shipping. It's like a mentality thing. Amazon kind of ruined the industry in that way. So you always want to make sure you have free shipping. Now, if you're worried saying like, oh, shipping is like $7, I can't afford that, I'm not going to profit that much, you can actually inflate your prices of your product. So let's say you're listing something for $30 and shipping is $5. You can list it for $35 and give free shipping, and people will be more likely to buy it than if it was $30 with $5 shipping. It's just like a weird mentality thing. I've played with it on my stores too, and free shipping wins out every single time. So if you can, offer it, and it'll be a great situation. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, please subscribe. I'm still a new channel and every subscription helps. I plan on making more videos in the future on marketing and actually driving traffic to your store. But this video, you kind of get a good sense on building the foundation of your listings. And I'll leave it paused here. You can actually search, just type this into Etsy and you can see this exact listing. I would really recommend looking at their description for a good basis on what you should do, because they just nailed this home, and no wonder, because they have almost 1 million sales. That's insane, 1 million sales. So just a little recap. Make sure your photos are good with high contrast. Make your product your hero. Your titles of your listings, add as many keywords as possible, because the longer the title, it doesn't affect conversion rate, but it does help rank on Google or on the Etsy store. So keywords in your title, very important. If you don't have any reviews, ask friends and family. I'm sure they'll be willing to help you. If they don't, you need some better friends. No, I'm just kidding. Description, make sure it's very descriptive. Make sure the customer feels confident that they are getting what they are getting and they know exactly what they're getting. And then lastly, always, don't forget, always internally linked to other products. And then lastly, always offer free shipping. Free shipping alone will increase your conversion rate. Just people love to see it. And if they'll justify paying more for a product if it's free shipping. It's stupid, I know, but it's the human mentality. I fall for it too. But yeah, so that's how to improve your Etsy listing. I'm sure a lot of that you already knew, but hopefully I had some helpful tips in there that can help you increase your conversion rate. So again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.